People living in Bankers Hill say a new apartment complex doesn't belong in their neighborhood. The developer's plans call for a 180-foot tall building. CBS 8's Brian White tells us neighbors say the plan is oversized and even against regulations.
I'm here at the corner of 3rd Avenue and Spruce Street, where a developer wants to build a 17-story high building right there. And some people living in the area say that a building of that size would be a monstrosity.
You want to integrate with the neighborhood. You want to preserve what that neighborhood is about. This one is going to set a new precedent, which will change the landscape of the community.
Frank Fortunato lives right next door to the proposed building site for a 162-unit, 17-story high apartment complex that would replace these one-story commercial buildings that are currently there.
It's going to be 10 feet from my wall to the building's wall.
He worries that the gigantic size of this complex at around 180 feet tall would ruin the community character here in Bankers Hill, which on this street is mostly 2- and 3-story homes that stay under 40 feet in height.
This house is 2 stories. It's going to be 8 to 10 times the size of this house. It's going to command the landscape around.
Other neighbors agree. They say a building of this magnitude would be better suited a few blocks over on 6th Avenue, where it would fit in better with the surroundings.
None of these neighborhood buildings are of that size. It's just way out of spec for the neighborhood.
Cast Development has applied for a neighborhood development permit with the city for this property at 301 Spruce Street. They're designating this as a complete communities project, which can allow for higher density near areas with more public transit available.
You know, we worked for 7 years on the community plan and zoning, and this project goes completely against that. So I think it's fair to say people feel violated by this project.
Other neighbors like Brer Marsh think this project is an exciting one, and he sees the need for more like it.
People like to see the things that they like, but ultimately there's more than one perspective in a neighborhood. You know, change is hard, but it happens in cities, and we have a lot of needs.
Meanwhile, Frank next door just hopes they can have more input on the final outcome.
Just allowing the community to have a bigger voice in what's going on and actually allow the community to feel like they can influence the development that's going on in their neighborhood.
Lawrence Howard with Cast Development tells me they're committed to meeting the city's requirements for a number of affordable housing units. Right now, the project only shows 11 affordable units, but that number is yet to be determined. In Bankers Hill, I'm Brian White for CBS 8.
Thank you, Brian. CBS 8, remember, is working for you. If there's an issue you'd like us to look into, email us at yourstories@cbs8.com.